Okinawa is a Japanese colony. In fact, the word Okinawa is not even the native name of the island. It's Lushu, and the people are Lushuans, which according to Japanese law do not even exist by law. They're just a subset of Japanese, and their language, the Lushuan language, is just a Japanese dialect. With their no originality or culture trying to be erased, a cultural genocide, just like the ongoing cultural genocide the United States has committed to the Puerto Rican identity. And we have to understand the history of it and understand we need to support the Okinawa independence. People who had the longest life expectancy in the world, over 90, and many people who witnessed the horrors of fascism and World War II are still alive and healthy to this day, telling you the struggle for liberation. In fact, people often forget the reason Japan and the people of Okinawa had the longest life expectancy in the world is under the principle of anarchism. People talk about the diet thing, but it's actually a commercial scam. It's mostly how much you eat, not what you eat in particular, right? Although they do eat healthy, but it's not they don't overeat, don't engorge too much, and they always are physically active as well. But there is a fundamental principle of anarchism. According to Mr. B's YouTube channel, they tend to be more involved in the local community, spend more time around younger family members, and work by choice rather than by economic necessity, strong group orientation, and other egalitarian values, and almost non-existent social hierarchy, which people from different castes tend to interact to be friends. It shows you that anarchism is healthy for you. But also, they were fighting for their independence since the 17th century, with both the US and Japanese police and soldiers attacked and arrested the elderly. The native people of Okinawa are not recognized by the Japanese government. Massacre against the natives of Okinawa committed by the Japanese army during World War II, killing 1/3 of Okinawa's population. Still committing genocide against the Okinawan people. Military takes up 20% of their land, 40% of their arable land, which makes up 3.3% of their economy. And Okinawa contains 70% of US military bases in all of Japan, despite the natives in Okinawa represent 0.6% of Japan's population, where accidents on these military bases are frequent, including aircraft parts regularly fall on the city's school and daycare center. And even the name Okinawa is a colonial name, which originally is Lushu, which in the 1800s it was anarchistic, for the people cared little about money, but Japan illegally annexed Lushu in 1879. During World War II, the Japanese government sacrificed the natives to fight Americans, so the Japanese don't have to fight them. The Battle of Okinawa. The Japanese killed women, children, and forced them to commit suicide. But after the war, Lushu became the seventh U.S. colony to beat their military bases and forcibly relocate thousands of their natives from their land. And like Puerto Rico, it was a military government with no democracy or self-government. By 1972, the U.S. gave Okinawa to Japan without the consent to vote from the people in Okinawa, which is illegal in international law. And even to this day, I will highly recommend these two videos I put in the description to show you a true scale from somebody native to Okinawa and why we should support Okinawa independence.